There's a hero in almost every story. Someone who rises to the occasion and saves the day. But in Pimbolton Park, the game can only be won in the political arena. As a politician, I have a responsibility to serve the public. I spent 10 years traveling from city to city, searching for a vote and a place to serve. After losing an election in my hometown, I went home to get some rest. I'm not a wealthy man, and I live in a small apartment with no family. Politics is my life. My major in college was dance and theater, but I failed at that. If music creates magic and dancing creates hope, what will become of a town with a rich history but a diminishing spirit? I had a crazy belief while growing up that dancing and music could heal the world. But I later found out that it could leave you broke and in debt, especially to the school where you trained. On my way home, I saw a homeless man on the corner with an instrument. I asked him where he was from. He told me he was from a place called Pimbolton Park. Later that night, I looked it up and fell asleep by the computer. And in the dream, I was dancing in Pimbolton Park. I guess nature has a funny way of coming back to reality. The process of hunger. So I hopped in my car and I decided to live there for a little while. I then decided to run for mayor, and then the dream began to take its course. My mother always told me that for a person to reach their fullest potential, they must go where they're needed the most, similar to a saint with God's miracles. I'm no saint, but sometimes children have a strange way of putting everybody back on the right track. And now I ask myself, what will become of the old story about Pimbolton Park?
Good morning, Joy.
Good morning, Lexi. Hey, don't forget your lunch.
Wait, where's mine?
Give me a minute.
Just try before you be late.
Yeah, and tell your little boyfriends to stop playing on our phone, Danny.
It's probably Mr. Mike from third period.
You gotta walk with the boy today, Danny.
Witted.
Sylvester?
So, are all the citizens miserable?
Well, they are. But there is one.
One.
They call her Lexi. I hear she's been getting everybody all roused up at the dance hall.
Oh, really? What's her motivation?
She says she wants to become a star.
Stars in Pimbolton Park, Smitty? We don't build our children to become stars. We build our children to become workers, not stars, you hear?
Well, her family is behind on her taxes, sir. Should I send them a notice?
Yes. And as a matter of fact, send them two. There'll be nobody running on some runway around here. You hear me, Smitty? Smiling in front of the camera, flashing lights everywhere, getting addicted to drugs. No, 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 Smitty, no. Not in Pimbolton Park.
I'll drop the notice in the mail now.
Good man, good man.
Where have you been?
Doesn't matter.
It matters. It matters. You never hear.
So what? I'm out making money, goddamn.
Yeah, where's the money?
Paying the bill.
I pay the bills. My paycheck goes. Where's yours go?
You ain't got no paycheck. That's government assistance.
Yeah, but it's still my money and I'll pay the bills. Where's your dough?
I do with it what I want to. My money.
I should have left you a long time ago.
You want to leave?
I want to leave.
You leave.
3 weeks and I'm out of here.
Where you going?
I'm running away. Nikki?
What are y'all doing? Oh my God, it's that old man James. Looks like he's dragging a dead body.
Who do y'all think he killed?
The only person who would do it is his wife.
What are we gonna do about my ball?
Sometimes the game of politics can be like a chess match, because you're constantly making moves and you're constantly thinking. Every move you make is surrounded by public dollars and public interest, and one false move could cost you one, if not thousands of votes. But to keep your base happy, there has to be deals, good deals, deals that create jobs, deals that increase wealth. The process of hunger creates violence. Where there's violence, there's another jobless politician. A good politician has to have leadership skills. Solid. Stand up. Take charge. Stand on your word. And try to maintain responsibility for what you ran for. And for every mistake that you make. You travel from place to place for the common interests of your people. And since I ran as an independent, I have two parties tearing down my door. I'm not a king. I'm a rolling stone who got elected because the people of Pimbolton Park were fed up with the two-party system. To make a long story short, I'm taking every crumb I can get just to keep my job.
Sylvester,
Yeah,
I got some great news, man.
great news.
Oh yeah, we got the deal.
Deal? Talking about the one you've been dying to get, the super center, the one we need.
Yes, sir.
That means we're going to have to tear down a dance hall on Lake Drive.
That's going to be really tough to do, sir.
Smitty, you're talking to Mr. Mayor. Nothing's too hard for me, Smitty. You remember that.
I don't know about that. They got something really special going on down there at the dance hall with that young girl, Alexis.
Don't discourage me, Smitty.
Well, they've got the momentum, sir.
Did you send Mrs. Joy that tax bill that she's behind on?
Yes, I did, sir. But they must have struck a deal with management. I hear she got Alexis and her sister a work permit.
No, 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 no. You're not supposed to discourage me, Smitty. I mean, God, you got me all worked up about this super center. This is a good deal. I mean, think about the jobs, the economic development, the reconstruction, what it would do for this community, our re-election. Think about yourself for once, Smitty. Think about your own job.
But with 100 years in the books at the dance hall, that's history. National news, grants, maybe even $1 million for our community. That dance hall's been in our community for that long. You believe that, sir?
Out of those 100 years, how many times have they made to any nationwide competitions?
0.
Just what I thought. Now I want you to get on the phone with Hector in the morning Maybe he can send one of his little minions to convince his little girl Alexis to maybe go to another school or something. You hear me? And Smitty, don't you try to discourage me. Don't give me second thoughts on this. I want that super center.
Will do, sir. But...
Smitty! Less talk, more action. Let's get this done. Pimbolton Park is like a bad relationship. Once you're in, it's really hard to get out. Everybody knows everybody, and no one has enough money to leave. A high-class mayor in a small city like Pimbolton Park is like two people waiting for each other to mess up. Somebody searching for a bad guy, and somebody wants to be a winner. The most amazing thing about the relationship between the mayor and the people of Pimbolton Park is the fact that he won by a landslide. Most of the residents in the city even have a picture of him on their wall. A big-shot politician coming to a small city like Pimbolton Park got everybody all riled up and hopeful for a savior, and every other hopeful politician eager to see the results of a rogue politician in a city with no hope. While all the parents, PTA members, school board members, and all that other stuff that comes along with the small city were sitting waiting for something big to happen, it seems that they forgot all about the little children playing with the chemistry set. Never forget about the next generation.
Tommy, don't forget your lunch.
Jeez, Paps, quit with the pampering. If you're going to be taking care of me, at least let me pack my own lunch.
I understand, sweetie. Okay, Tommy, I love you. Have a good day at school.
Love you too, Paps.
Bye, Tommy.
Yeah.
You forgot your lunch.
Love you, Paps. Thank you.
Do y'all think we're gonna get in trouble to skip this school? Wait, is that my ball on his porch? Looks like it.
Hey, what are you youngins doing here?
Oh my God, she's talking to Mr. Jameson.
I was wondering if I could get my ball off the porch.
Basketball, huh? Alright, go on get it. Hey, ain't you kids supposed to be in school?
Yeah, we're headed there now. We had a doctor's appointment. They know we're late.
Need a ride or something?
No, we're good.
Alright then. Tell your grandma I said that.
Alright, I will. Thanks.
Is she crazy?
Nah, she's just big. You are crazy.
Here's your water. I got a call today. So it seems like somebody's been skipping school.
It wasn't me.
Oh, I know who it was. And they know who they are. Listen, I got one thing to say. Come graduation, you're either going to sink or you're going to swim. Because you're not going to be hanging around my house.
Hey, Paps, I thought she said we were having some chili.
They didn't have any beans left at the store.
Not trying to hurt your feelings or anything, but have you ever thought about taking some cooking lessons?
I know, maybe you're right. I'll just order some pizza.
That sounds like a good idea.
Okay, why don't you get to some homework and I'll let you know when it gets here.
If you see Uncle Smitty, tell him he's on my hit list.
Excuse me?
You heard me. Tell Uncle Smitty and Sylvester if they close down the dance hall, they're going to get it.
There will be no such talk about adults like that in my house. Now go do your homework.
Yes, ma'am.
What you doing here?
Tell your sister that I came up with a plan.
What's the plan about?
Tell your sister or else I'm gonna bust your face.
She ain't here. Zoe just went to go get her and Danny from practice.
Really? Dude, you're supposed to tell her when she gets back. Like, you could have done that. You should have used your brain.
What in the hell did y'all do to this house?
Miss Joy, calm down. I got this, okay?
What happened, Carl?
The boy Tommy came over starting to bust my face.
Tommy came over here?
Yeah, when did you and him start kicking it?
Lexi, come on in here and help me set this table. And the rest of you all go upstairs and wash your hands because it's almost time to eat.
I know you're short on time, but we've got a location.
Yes, time is of the essence.
Right? No payments for 3 months. Payment free all summer long. Also 0% financing for 66 months. That's over 5 years of no interest. And leases starting at $99 a month. Yeah, you heard right.
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot going on. I know you're really thinking about relocating and getting this thing going, so.
Minimum on your trade. Where else can you get a grand minimum? Start your summer off right at Taylor Field.
Clear Gorilla Glue.
Of course. Gorilla Glue strength in a crystal clear formula for the toughest jobs on planet Earth. Billions of mouths, billions of
U.S. is a non-tropical origin, mid-lat and low.
Welcome, Miss Rosewood. Like I said, we're glad to have you. You can follow me. You can get the TV for me. I'll make it comfortable. You can have a seat right here. Just make yourself comfortable. Go ahead. Turn on this light.
Way back here?
Oh, yes, yes. I'm going to sit right here. I'm going to try to make you as comfortable as possible.
Why you call you Crazy Legs?
Cause she dances, stupid. Lexus, you should have seen dude's face when he saw Mr. Jameson. Dude looked like he was about to cry.
Why beat you on one-on-one though?
So y'all was sipping too.
It ain't like we had nothing to lose.
Y'all better at home made your little long.
So what you trying to say?
She trying to say we're gonna be bummed.
I could never be a bum. It's a proven fact that girls are smarter than boys. I could skip school, have babies, and still rule the world.
Danny, how many times have I told you not to eat cereal before dinner?
I just wanted to let you know that we found the location for the shopping center. First thing I need to know is what you need out of the deal.
I'm looking for time. When can you have it ready?
The property I have in mind, I just have to prepare the land. I can have a demolition team out there in no time.
Here's some pictures. It's got plenty of room for expansion, and most of the surrounding area is grass. And right now it's being occupied, but I'm sure we can get the tenants to relocate.
Listen, I can make the investment, but I am more concerned about when it will be ready. If you want this job and want to make a deal now, just give me the time frame. How is the traffic at the location?
Traffic is good. It's a busy street.
If we can't get this property prepared in time, would you consider another location with more space?
I will give you 3 months to do both properties. Then I will take a look at each one. That should give you more than enough time to prepare the properties, and it certainly gives me more time than I need for my business plans. Deal?
Well, the deal is good, but we have to prepare the properties, Mrs. Rosewood, and once we get everything prepared, we'll get everything situated. But in the meantime, I'm going to let you get going, and I want to thank you so much for your time. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. Smitty, if you want to escort her to the door so she can find her way home.
Nice meeting you. Thank you.
This has been a pleasure. Have a good evening. What the hell is getting into you? I mean, come on. I told you not to bring up the second location. We got this woman right at our fingertips. Goodness.
Come on, just give him a chance to have one more event in the building.
Don't try to school me on this one, Smitty. That woman gave us more than enough time to have one more event at that dance hall.
You don't just throw people out and give land to some big shot. That's not politics. That's weak. And a sign of desperation.
We've had over 100 years in that dance hall. We don't need dance in this community. We need jobs, a better economy. That's what I was hired for. We need that shopping center.
I just don't have a good feeling about this. I don't think it's going to work. What's so wrong with that second location? Why are you going after that dance hall?
Calm down. There's no need to be worried about this, Smitty. The only thing we need to be worried about is the fact that I got elected to bring jobs to this wasteland of a city. You got that? I don't understand why you're racking your brain about this. There's no need to be worried about it. Now come on, let's go get something to eat. It'll work itself out. Simple math, Smitty.
What's up, Crazy Legs? Well, thanks to our handy audio, I found where this major person trying to build that super center, her name is Miss Rosewood. I'll look through my Uncle Smitty's files. All right, I gotta go. Call you back.
May I help you?
Hi, I am the nephew of the city's commissioner. I would like to see if I can talk to you about that deal that you made with the mayor.
Please, come in. Please sit down. Would you like something to drink?
No, I'm fine.
Now, what would you like to discuss?
I would like to talk about that super center. You see, I have a friend who is dancing at that school. I wanted to see if you could reconsider.
Young man, this is way out of your league.
Miss, I know I'm just a teenager, but you must understand that school has been here for over 100 years.
My business is my pleasure. These deals have little to do with children. My parents were great contributors to this city, and a supercenter was their dying wish.
Please, you don't understand. So many performers have stepped foot in that hall. If you tear it down, that is the last historical link that this town has left.
I understand your concern, young man, but I think you better get going. I would hate to get you in trouble by telling your parents that you had been here. By the way, How did you get my address? And how did you get here? Did you walk?
I took the bus. I'm sorry, ma'am, but if you would just take the time to listen to me. That school is all that this town has left.
Young man, I do not want to get you in trouble, but I feel it is time for you to leave while it is still light outside.
Please, if you could just reconsider.
Go home.
Smitty. Yes, Sylvester. Just got worried that the story got leaked. How did they find out about us selling the dance hall? Well, listen up, I don't have time for this. I want you to get on this, alright? You know how much sucking up I'm going to have to do to these people now to get reelected? I don't like being exposed, Smitty. Somehow somebody leaked our conversation. Alright, I'll talk to you later. Get on this, Smitty. Please.
Hello?
What took you so long to answer?
I was brushing my teeth.
Well, all I know is Miss Rosewood, she didn't want to hear what I had to say.
So sad.
We're going to have to go to Plan B.
What is Plan B?
Plan B is reaching out to all the past winners. I mean, you got to think. Out of 100 years, somebody had to make it big. You know, we should probably get them to sign a petition. We should get Carl on that.
Carl?
Ow! Alright, I gotta go. I'll see you in school tomorrow. You know, my Uncle Smitty said he's not going to close this dance hall. But I just got one question. How'd you get the name Danny?
My name's Danielle, stupid.
Well, I like Danny better, and don't mess up this plan.
You know what? I'm getting sick and tired of your bullying BS. Now, no one's gonna close this dance hall as long as I'm living. Got that?
Danny, wait! Danny! Don't do anything stupid! Danny! Get me out! Danny! Don't do anything stupid! Get me out of here!
Come on, Lexi. The mayor's here.
In the art of theater, they have what you call rehearsal. The purpose of rehearsal is supposed to be where you act out and you play out so you can be ready for the big stage. That's when the climax reveals itself and it goes all the way down to the resolution. Whether it be a speech or something to present to the public, you have to rehearse till you get it right. You work your way up to the climax of the speech, the rehearsal, and then it all reveals itself on stage. The crowd cheers, everybody applauds, and you put on a good show. And that's the essence of theater transitioning into reality.
Hi. Thank you so much for this grand event. I don't want to take too much of your time, but I did want to say that as a young child, running through the streets of Pimbolton Park, I was taught that it was my responsibility to serve this community. With the approval of the mayor and the city council, I am very pleased to announce that we will be moving forward and using this land to build our very first locally owned shopping center.
Get down! She's coming down! She's coming down!
And then the hero rises to the occasion.
Why? All I want to know is why.
I'm tired, Miss Joy. Every time we kids get excited about something, you grown-ups come and take it away. I had to stand up to the bully like you told me to.
Well, there's nothing wrong with you taking up for yourself. The good news is they're letting you off easy.
Did I kill Miss Rosewood?
What?
Is that witch dead?
No. She just had a mild heart attack, which means you got your point across. But I think once the dust clears, you need to go and apologize to her. You scared a lot of people.
Do you think I'm crazy, Miss Joy?
No, you just made a bad choice.
So you think I'm a criminal?
No, not at all. You stood up for what you believed in. This whole community was cornered. I wouldn't have had the courage to do what you did, but I understand why you did it. This dance hall has been in this community for over 100 years. There's not a soul in this city that wants to see it go.
So you think I'm a hero? Well, if I'm a hero, I better go apologize for what I've done.
I think that's the best thing to do.
I'm sorry, Miss Joy. I really am.
Oh, give me a hug. Oh.
I'm beginning to think that the youth in this town are trying to save the world. This is the second time one of you has come to knock on my door.
I've came to apologize. My counselor said that would help with my guilt.
Can I trust you to come in and just sit and talk with me?
I'm not a criminal.
Okay. Come on in. Come on in. I thought maybe we should go to the back porch. It's a little more comfortable.
All right.
Right this way. Are you thirsty?
No, I'm all right.
Sure.
Positive.
Ah, the book bag. Let me take it for you. Oh,
Thank you.
Heavens, it's heavy.
Are you rich?
Young lady, you must learn very quickly that you do not ask people about how much money they have. I'm not going to close the dance studio.
Wait, what did you say?
I said I have already decided that the dance studio will stay.
Whoa, that changes everything.
You know, it takes a lot of courage to do what you did, especially at your age. Problem is, as adults, we've forgotten what it's like to be teenagers. I'm sorry, did I do something? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. But thank you for everything. But I have to get home and tell the others. I forgot my cell phone, So I just, I have to go. But your parents will be very proud of you for what you've done.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, this is a quick one.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, you are more than welcome. Good luck.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
She forgot her book bag.
I fought and sacrificed everything I owned to rebuild Pimbolton Park. Trying to change Pimbolton Park is what broke me. So let me explain. The game of politics is often like musical chairs. Politicians come and they go. But the objective is who will be in the chair at the end of the game. A lot can be said about empty chairs at a political meeting or a political rally. The poetry of it is deep. People sit in chairs. We invent them. We sit in them for comfort. We sit in them to think. A politician's time in office can often be related to a chair. He spends a lot of time in his chair thinking about his next move. And when he's out of the chair, he's out fellowshipping and getting to know the public. You see, the dance hall was the biggest piece on the chessboard. And in all of my years of public service, I would always notice in every local election that I participated in, there were always empty chairs. But the first thing I noticed about Pimbolton Park in my first race for mayor is the fact that there were no empty chairs. The city wanted a change, and even the youth were willing to put up a fight. So in reality, I didn't lose. I won. I had to play the bad guy to fuel the next generation. So overall, mission accomplished.
She pulled out Miss Joy's gun and pointed at Mrs. Rosewood. Bang, bang, bang. Is anyone capturing this picture?
Dude, get over it. So what, she screwed up the plan?
They let you out the nut house?
I just left Mrs. Rosewood's house. She said she's not going to close the dance hall.
What'd you do? Go over there and finish the job?
Real funny, Calvin. She just decided to change her mind.
Tell me what? It sounds like a win to me.
We won.
Yes!
Action.
Tell your sister that I came up with
And action.
What you doing here?
Tell your sister that I came up with a plan.
What's the plan?
Tell your sister.
Cut. Go.
Tell your sister that I came up with a plan.
What's the plan about?
Tell her or else I'm gonna bust your face.
Can't hear.
Action.
Well, we can get Carl on that.
Carl! Ow!
And action.
You know, my office mate said he's not gonna close this dance hall. But I always wondered, how'd you get the name Danny?
My name is Danielle, stupid.
Well, I like Danny better. And you know what? You're not even gonna get this plan right.
You know what? Honestly.
Oh, wow, that was action.
You know, my Uncle Smitty said he's not gonna close this dance hall. But I always had a question. How'd you get the name Danny?
My name is Danny. My bad.
Cut. And action.
You know,
Cut. Rolling on sound and action.
You know, somebody said they're not going to close the dance hall.
Okay. And action.
My Uncle Smitty said they're not going to close that dance hall. But I just got one question. How did you get the name Danny?
My name's Danielle, stupid.
Well, I like Danny better.
Hold on, my bad.
And action.
My Uncle Smitty said that they're not going to close the dance hall. But I do have one question for you. How'd you get the name Danny?
My name is Danielle, stupid.
Well, I like Danny better.
Listen to me, I can't do it.
And action.
You know, my Uncle Smitty said he's not going to close that dance hall. I always had a question. How did you get the name Danny?
My name's Danielle, stupid.
Well, I like Danny better, and you're not going to access this plan like I planned it.
Listen here, I'm sick of your bullying BS. Now, I've got the rest.
Oh, but that's how. I need one more. Give me one more, Sarai. Come on now. No laughter. Serious. Somebody just lost their life in our family. We're having a sad moment here. And action.
Good morning, Joy.
Good morning, Lexi. Hey, don't forget your lunch.
My bad.
Cut. Wait, and action.
I killed her laughing.
And action.
Good morning, Joy.
Good morning, Lexi. Hey, don't forget your lunch.
Wait, where's mine?
Give me a minute.
Good. Alright, ready. And places. And action. Don't forget your places and action. Don't forget your lunch in there on the kitchen table.
Hold on 1 second, there's my lunch in there.
And action.
Good morning, Joy.
Good morning, Lexi. Don't forget your lunch.
Wait, where's mine?
Give me a minute.
Action.
Good morning, Joy.
Good morning, Lexi. Don't forget your lunch.
Wait, where's mine?
Give me a minute.
What is she doing, Sarai? Chick doing the stanky leg over. Alright. Action.
If we can't get this property prepared in time, would you consider another location with more space?
Start talking.
And
I don't know if we have something to say after that or not, but you can always cut off the field.
ready to shut down?
Yep, we're on
ready. And action.
If we can't get this property prepared in time, would you consider a second location with more space?
I'll give you 3 months to prepare both properties, and I will look at each one. That should give you more than enough time to prepare.
I tripped up on it.
And action.
I'm sure we can get the tenants to relocate.
I can make the investment, but I am more concerned about when the property will be ready. If you want a job and a deal, then we may have something. Until then, we need.
And action.
If we can't get this property prepared in time, would you consider another location with more space?
I you 3 months to prepare both properties. I'll consider both. Then, we're not using the first one. I'm ready.
Rolling on camera?
And action.
I just don't have a good feeling about this. I don't think it's gonna work. What's so wrong with that second location?
Calm down.
Why are you going after that dance hall?
Calm down. There's no need to worry about it, all right? First thing we need to be worried about. Keep stumbling.
Camera?
And
I am so tired of this mess.
action.
Cleaning every day. Cleaning
I just don't have a good feeling about this. I don't think it's gonna work.
Have to find something.
What's so wrong with that second location?
Smitty, calm down.
Why are you going after that dance hall?
Calm down. There's no need to be worried about this, okay? The only thing we need to just need to back you and action.
May I help you?
Hi, I'm the city commissioner. I would like to see
The city commissioner. And action.
My business is my pleasure. These deals have very little to do with children. My parents were great contributors to the city and a super center.
And action.
Mop it up.
My business is my pleasure. These deals have very little to do with children. My parents were great contributors to this city, and a super center was their dying wish.
Please, you don't understand. So many performers have stepped foot in that music hall. Give music.
Action.
Young man, I don't want to get you in trouble, but I think it is time for you to leave before, well...
100 real quick, and then I'll go back to 200. So give me two good ones at 400, and then just step in, land, and action.
May I help you?
Hi, I'm the nephew of the city's commissioner. I would like to see if you could reconsider about that.
Oh, you looked at me, and action.
Sweep it up. That's right. And sweep it good. Grab those rags. Polish.
May I help you?
Hi, I am
See
the
through the
nephew
wood.
of the city's...
Spray down the windows. Clean up the
And
hood. That's it.
action.
But that school has been here for over 100 years.
Give me any
My business is my pleasure. These deals have little to do with children. My parents were great contributors to this city and a sugar center.
Scrub. Now, was that so hard? Get out of my face. We'll do it all over again tomorrow. You got that? You got that? Good.
Alexis woke up from her dream and made it a reality. All hail the old story of Pimbolton Park.